Onondaga, Syracuse, and all my Facebook friends. This is it. It's the day before the election, and here's my last video to you in my little series that I've been doing in my car right before work, and talking about a few things that I want to remind you about. Okay, we've gone in depth on all these videos, and eventually I'm going to put those video links in the comments so you can get a little bit more, but I'm going to touch on all of this right now. First thing, do it today. Check your registration and check your polling place. Okay, go to ongov.net/elections. If you know your name anywhere in New York State, and if you're outside of the New York State, go to your local county board and check your registration and make sure you're A, registered, and B, where your polling place is so you have a plan to vote tomorrow, because it's going to be a crazy day, and if you don't know where your polling place is, you're not going to be able to vote. So find out today, because tomorrow the boards across the county and across the state and across probably the country, the lines are going to be lit up. People are going to be on calling all the time. So do it today. Get your information done today. Now, if you're not registered at your correct address, but you are registered in New York State, you go to your new polling place, whatever that new polling place may be. Again, at ongov.net/elections, there's a polling place located where you can just put in the address of where you're living now, and you can find out where your new polling place is. And you go there and you ask for an affidavit ballot. Don't go to your old polling place. That is technically voter fraud because you don't live there anymore. Go to your new polling place and ask for an affidavit ballot. And now, if you're not registered at all, but you think you should have been registered, say you filled out a form and you turned it in, or you did it through DMV or something like that, you can get a court order. It's not a guarantee. It's really not a guarantee. But in Onondaga County, we are going to have 2 judges on hand from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Hearing court orders all day long. Now, you got to have some time to go through this process. We expect up to 400 court orders. And once you get your court order, once you see the judge, you have to go travel to your polling place and vote. So you're going to have to bank out a couple of hours for that to work. So if you think that that's an option for you, or if you want to get some information, call us at 315-435-VOTE. We are here till 5 p.m. on Monday. Now, let's say you just found out that you're traveling out of town tomorrow, or your grandmother is sick, and or somebody in your family is sick and in the hospital, but they want to vote and they can't get to their place. You can get an absentee ballot for them today, or yourself. If it's you, you can just come down to our office, 1000 Erie Boulevard West, Syracuse, New York, 13204, and fill out an application, get the ballot, and vote right away. If it's for somebody else, go to ongov.net/elections and print up an absentee ballot form. Have them fill that out, and then bring it down to us. And in the ballot form, you can say it needs to be picked up by somebody. If you need an absentee ballot for somebody, fill that out, bring it down, and we will then give it, and then take that ballot to that person and put it in the mail today. Again, and if you have a ballot and you haven't taken the time to fill it out and send it in, that has to be postmarked by today. Or if you give it to somebody, they can drop it off at a polling place tomorrow. Of course, you can drop it off at our Board of Elections offices. And the last thing I'm going to talk about is voter intimidation and poll watchers at the polls. Remember, when you're at the polling place, the only people who can speak to you when you're inside the place about voting matters is the Board of Elections inspectors. If they're not a Board of Election inspectors and they're trying to tell you can't vote or something like that, then you need to say something to the Board of Election inspectors that are there, or call our office at 315-435-VOTE. And if you're planning to go monitor a polling place, you have to have a poll watcher certificate from a candidate or from the county chair of a party. And it can't be one of those things that you print off the internet. That will not work. That does not qualify under New York state law. It has to be signed by a candidate or signed by the county chair. The people who are actual poll watchers know what they're doing. They've been trained. They know that they cannot speak to voters. They cannot intimidate voters. So if you're thinking about doing this, I'm cautioning you not to do it, because unless you have already gone through the training with your campaigns or candidates, you do not have a right to just go into a polling place that is not your own and monitor these other communities. You can't do that in New York state law. You have to have a poll watcher certificate, and you can't talk to voters. And also, one last thing, and I can't stress this enough, everyone, do not wear your campaign paraphernalia when you go to vote. Hillary buttons, Trump buttons, t-shirts, whatever, even like Obama or Bush or pro-Dem or pro-Republican or pro-causes of any kind. You cannot do this and go vote. The election inspector will ask you to remove that stuff, or go ahead and you have to remove that stuff or hide it in some way before you will get your ballot. And lastly, be nice to your election inspectors. It's a long day for them. They work from 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. It's a very long day. So make sure that you're nice to them and follow their instructions. They're only trying to protect you and protect the voters. And if you have any problems, call us. Call us at 435-VOTE, and we will help you out. And that's it. Now, remember, polls are open from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. tomorrow. The Board of Elections is open from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. today for anything that you need. You can find out your voter registration and get all forms and information at ongov.net/elections. And you can call us at 315-435-VOTE. That's it. It's been a long election. It's almost over. We're going to be able to celebrate a new president Tuesday night, and also down ticket races as well. So make sure that you have done all the work that you want to do, but go out there and vote and respect other people's right to vote as well. Thank you very much, and we'll see you tomorrow. Keep me busy. Bye-bye.